How to set up a PI planning agenda. At Kendis, you can manage PI planning agenda and locations. From the More menu, click on the Planning Agenda option. Note that the menu options may change based on the board state. Go to the Setup Agenda button and start by selecting the locations. Let's select San Diego, Helsinki, and Bangalore as our 3 sites for PI planning. The site at the top of the list will be used as the default for the time calculations, meaning that when setting up the new agenda items, this time zone will be used. Next, you may choose from a 2-day planning agenda template or manually add custom days in the setup agenda items. Let's start by choosing the 2-day template. A predefined 2-day agenda is created. You may modify the time or event details by enabling the Edit mode from the agenda settings. The agenda items are sorted based on the start time, so if you change a start time of an event, then upon saving the agenda, the rows will be sorted accordingly. If you notice a +1 or -1 indicator on a time zone, then this shows that the event spans over different days for the local time zone. Attachment links can be added to each agenda item, making it easier to share the presentation links. Room links are the placeholders for your online meeting details. You may add links from any service, for example, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or others. Each agenda item can have a separate room link. It is also possible to hide the attachments completely in the event they are not needed. To provide better context on who will be conducting each session, Kendis provides an option to assign 1 or more presenters. It is possible to select an existing Kendis user, search users from your Agile tool, or even create a new user by providing a name and email address. Once you add users from the Agile tool or create a new one, they will then be available for subsequent usage and will not consume your Kendis license. They are marketed as non-Kendis users in the users directory. It is also possible to share the PI agenda with your team members who don't have access to Kendis. Under the agenda settings, simply click on the Create Link next to the Public Share label. Once a link is created, you can share this with other users. Once it is no longer needed, you may turn off the public sharing of this link. To add another day or make changes to your locations, you need to switch back to the Setup Agenda option from the menu. Under Setup Agenda, the sprints from your boards will be listed. You may also add other PI events, for example, Inspect and Adapt under the Program Event section. Team breakouts. During PI planning, teams can have different breakout sessions. It is possible to set each team breakout time and the URL to join the session. This feature is especially helpful during the PI planning if someone needs to join a specific team breakout session to answer questions or help them, for example, architects.